A very good afternoon, traders, and welcome to this live trading update by Tu Nagpan here, founder of Master the Markets Elite Trades Conference and the Traders Open Day. So as you can see over here, right now, I've taken another position on cable. Today we took a quick scalp in the market. As you can see, it got down to its low, just one pip away from our target and totally reversed. Okay, so that is something that we really got up fast. We had just banked in really like about 20 quid, right? And but of course we were able to see the momentum dying off, and it didn't really reach our target, so we didn't hesitate, but we just pulled out the profit because we don't want to hang on to it. Right now we got another position on a short. And why am I really looking at a short over here? One of the reasons is that there is an outsider bar. There's an outsider bar on basically cable. Now the outsider bar on cable, what we have at the moment is basically what we are saying is that when the outsider bar, I'll give you some stats over here which will be very useful for you, and you can do some research on this as well. When an outsider bar closes below its mid-range, when an outsider bar closes below its mid-range, there is an 80% chance, that it will continue the next day, right? The next day will continue to basically take out the low rather than take out the high. Okay, 80% chance of taking out the low rather than taking out the high, as long as that outsider bar closes below its own mid-range. Okay, now as you can see, the next day it didn't really take that out. It came an insider bar, so the stats really still does stand up to the second or third day. So we'll see how this trade turns out to be, especially on this bar, whether it continues to take out the low of this outsider bar, right, is what we're going to be looking at. And the fuel for that move, because I know at 4 p.m. onwards, then the volume actually drops. So where are we getting the fuel? The fuel usually comes from the news, and I did see that actually our Prime Minister May is speaking at 7 p.m. So we might get some really good volume coming behind that move at 7 p.m. So do look at that. And also another thing I must do mention is the position sizing for this move as well. As you can see, I have purposely made it really small at $5. Okay, at $5 a lot. Okay, $5 a pip, what I've done over here. The reason for that is because at very big news like that at 7 p.m. in May, when our Prime Minister May is speaking, what can happen is that we can have a big gap up, and at least we want to reduce our risk. This is why I've done that. Okay, you must always traders, you must always think in terms of risk. Okay, that's the only main word you should always be focusing on, because the upside will always look after itself. In this case, we're taking a short, so the downside will always look after itself. All right, okay, I'm going to pause this video for now, and I will resume it and update you on how the trade progresses to be. Okay, hello traders. So as you can see, in terms of when we resume the trade, and I'm seeing the trade progress, this is when Prime Minister May is talking, but we're not seeing really much volume in here in the market. So we have decided to actually close the position. So as you can see, that has already been just banked in just for really small profit over here, just about about just less than about 15 pounds. Okay, so not much action in the market for today. What we really did have is actually its range covering from a down to up day today in terms of its bias on the upside on the higher time frame. So that's pretty much what we've had in terms of the movement for today. Nothing really much, low volume. Sometimes it doesn't come in our favor in terms of our biases. What we just do is just stay out of the market, be very cautious, take our profits as and when we can. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty much that from me for today. I'll see you all tomorrow bright and early once again on the Morning Glory strategy, and we'll also update you on anything that we have for the evening as well in terms of smart money or the money bars. And for those of you coming to Traders Basecamp, I'm looking forward to seeing you all this weekend. All right, till the next time, as we always say, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.